Hello friends, I'm Sophia Goel and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I'm going to give you some advice based on my experience. Nothing bookish, nothing so complex, complicated, just some honest stuff from my heart to yours. So friends, today's topic is how to start web development. Most of you are wondering like how we are going to do web development, how to start with web development. Most of you might want to move to web development. So today here you are going to get all the advice and all the steps that you need to do to start web development. So follow along with me till the end of the video and I'm sure you will learn web development very well from here. Okay friends, so before starting or before telling you what to do, I would like to take a little time of yours and tell you my story, like how I started with it. Initially I got selected in TCS from the campus. Yes, it was a campus placement. And when you go into TCS training as a fresher, they don't give you the choice of what you want to learn or what you want to start with. There are many people who have worked on the Java and other technologies, and they end up with something else they have not worked on or they have not learned. So I got mainframes. Yeah, I know many of you might not even know what mainframes is or like what it is used for. And the key technology that I was working on was COBOL. Yes, friends, you have heard it right. COBOL. You might be wondering who work on these old-fashioned technologies. Are they even in the market or not? And I worked on it for 4 long years. So what motivated me to change was after my 2 or 2.5 years of job in Mumbai, I started looking for change. I wanted to switch, and when I started looking in the market, there were no jobs on mainframes. I mean, like there was almost no jobs. I was getting like one interview in 2-3 weeks or 4 weeks, and I was struggling really, really hard for those jobs. And at the same time, my friends who were on these technologies like Java, .NET, Angular, and these latest technologies that are used in the market, they were getting a hell lot of more calls than me. They were getting around 3-4 interviews scheduled in every week. They were getting better packages. So I had a thought in my mind, like, why not switch the technologies? I started learning HTML and CSS, and meanwhile I was also giving interviews on COBOL at that point of time. So fortunately or unfortunately, I got a job on that, but that was in Delhi. And when I came to Delhi, what I saw was the company was really bad, the work was really bad, there was no level of work, and it frustrated me again. And I started looking for another job in the very beginning. But in Delhi, the situation was very bad. I mean, in my case, it was bad. I don't know about others. I did not get even a single call. In Mumbai, Chennai, and Pune, Bangalore, we have jobs on mainframes, but in Delhi there were like no jobs for me. I did not even get one single call. So then I thought of, yeah, then I was sure I want to switch technologies. I want to move from here. Now the question is, why web development? Why not anything else? So that I will be telling you in the end of the video, so stay till the end for that. So now I'll come to your topic after taking this much of your time. I would like to elaborate on how you can go for web development. So friends, the key technology for web development are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yes friends, these are the base for web development. If you learn these, you can definitely develop some really good apps, really good games, and various things. If you start with it, you will know you can even create a website using this. Of course, that will be a static one. We don't have a backend with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And all the advanced stuff that we are using, it is built on the base of these technologies only. Like if you are going for ES6 or React, or maybe in case of CSS you are using Bootstrap or some other libraries, they eventually compile to CSS and JavaScript only. So these are the basic technologies which we are supposed to use. I'll tell you a bit about these, like what HTML does. It creates the page structure is there, like what are the elements in the page, what are the container elements on the page. Like suppose if you are seeing some boxes or something, the HTML is created for the wireframe of that page. The HTML is used for the wireframe of that page. The CSS is meant for styling. Like you have created that box, but you want it to look like this, you want to size it like this, or you want to look it in a 3D view, or it should have some animation or something. That is mostly done by CSS, and JavaScript is for user responsive behavior. Like when you are filling a form and you want to put some restrictions or some validation, that is just a basic example of using JavaScript. So JavaScript is meant for that particular thing. So friends, how I started with it is that for HTML and CSS, I first started to know the basics of this. You also do that. I would recommend that. Just start learning some basics from these websites like W3 Schools is there, Tutorial Points, Java T Point, MDN. These are the websites, and there are many more out there. You can choose whatever you like. On W3 Schools, I would say there is an advantage that after every topic they have this online editor. You can go there and practice that thing on that online editor. So this gives a good help and help you in the hands-on on that technology. So I started with that. I learned some basic HTML and some basic CSS from there. After that, what I did was I bought a course on Udemy on advanced CSS. It has this awesome projects. These really cool projects were there, and where I learned, where I got a hands-on on CSS, and I just created them, and that boosted my confidence a lot. Friends, I would recommend you to please practice CSS if you're going to move on web development. Maybe you are a very intelligent developer, maybe you are very sharp with whatever you are using, but CSS requires practice. It's not just about the concepts, it's about the practice. You need practice to fix an element at some particular position. I have seen many people who are very sharp developers, but they are not able to implement CSS without practice. Maybe you are able to implement some other technology just by learning the concepts, but that is a very rare case with CSS. You have to practice it. Also friends, it's not necessary you go to Udemy and practice it. There are various projects on YouTube and other websites. You can just go through that, and you just need that zeal to learn and practice.
Practice और कितना practice करेंगे बे?
That will take you ahead. Now comes the JavaScript part. So for JavaScript also you can follow the same process. You can learn the basics, you can buy a course, you can create a project. But with JavaScript, unlike HTML and CSS, everything is mainly about concept. The in-depth knowledge is required for JavaScript.
Like what?
How JavaScript works internally, what are the concepts that are followed. Friends, don't confuse with JavaScript with Java. It is very different. So if you know Java, I would recommend you to learn JavaScript thoroughly, know the in-depth concepts of JavaScript. It is quite different from other technologies that we use out there. Okay. And then after learning JavaScript, after learning the basics of it, you can start creating some projects. Just start creating some simple and basic projects. It's not necessary that you need to follow somebody else's project, or you need to go through somebody else's work. You can just start your own project. Just think about something like maybe a calculator, or maybe a to-do list, or maybe an expenditure calculation app, or a website. Just you can start creating that. You can look at some design on some website, and you can try to replicate it, or else you can get the help from all the online projects out there. So that will be really helpful. Okay, so now these are the basics that you need to know. But apart from that, what you need is you need to learn some extra things. See, think it in this way. There is a person who is doing web development from the very beginning. That person, maybe, like for example, you have 2 years of experience, and that person also has 2 years of experience, but that person knows, obviously that person knows these three technologies, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and that person also has a upper hand as compared to you, because he or she has worked on that also. He or she has the experience of a live project on these things. So now what you need to do is you need to learn a few more things. These would be, I would say, jQuery is there. jQuery is very simple, friends. It's like JavaScript only, just some syntax is different. I would say that please learn at least basics of it, so that when you go into some interview, you don't say I don't know jQuery at all. You should be knowing some of it. You should have some experience on it. Okay, the next thing is these CSS libraries are there, like Bootstrap and Materialize, and many more are there, but these two are the main which are used in, I would say, 90% of the companies uses it. So please learn these also. You might be thinking like it is a lot for you to learn in one go, or like these are so many technologies, how will you learn? Friends, I would say that these CSS libraries in jQuery will not take much of your time. If you give it enough time or proper time, it will take hardly 2 weeks of yours. Another thing is you can also learn SCSS. Friends, SCSS is very, very simple. It will take hardly 1 week of yours, but this will be a very good highlight in your resume for sure. You can learn it. It is also very good. I mean, as per your capability and as per your capacity, I would recommend you to learn these technologies. It will be very good for you. Apart from that, many of you might be thinking about the advanced things like React, Angular, Vue, and all these frameworks.
Yes, sir.
Friends, my recommendation would be like don't jump onto these. If you have started learning web development and you are learning it from the very scratch, then please don't jump on these. I would recommend that please get a job till JavaScript or jQuery in some company, work over there for 1 or 2 years, get a good hands-on and good working experience on these things. Then you can jump to React, Angular, Vue. I mean, these might be tempting you because of their market scope and more job opportunities, but it will be a lot to handle in one go. Like, you are supposed to know everything. Like, if you are working on React in a company, they expect you to know CSS. If you are going on React, there are some people who don't even ask about HTML and CSS because they think it is very basic and you know it very well. So that would be my recommendation. If you are good enough, you can handle these kind of technologies and you can handle this lot, then definitely go through it. I will be making a separate tutorial on how to learn React and what are the steps and what are the supporting technologies that are required in market when you go for React. But my recommendation would be not go for it in one go. If you are already working on web development and you want to upskill yourself, then yeah, definitely go for it and definitely check out my video. So friends, that's it about the web development part. How can you learn it, and how can you go through the process, and how can you learn step by step. If you have any confusion or any doubts, just tell me in the comment section below. I will be happy to help you out. You can also connect with me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or other portals. I have provided the links over there. Okay. And yeah, now comes the part like, why did I choose web development? Why not other technologies? See friends, when I thought about changing the technologies, I had a lot of thoughts about the other technologies that are going on, like DevOps was there, and big data, Hadoop was there, data science was there, and people were charging around 50,000 for the DevOps course, 1 lakh for the data science course, and I was ready to pay that as well. I was that desperate to switch. I just wanted to move ahead. But what happened was, when I started thinking my preference was to say that I have this whole 4 years of experience in the technology in which I'm about to switch. So I wanted to say that I did not want to start as a fresher after 4 years in some technology. And when I thought about these other technologies, I did not know what to say. What I have worked on, I have no experience on these. I have never seen anyone working on them, but I had some idea about the web development. It is just like you see a website, you can say about it, we used to work like this. And most of the companies, almost every company has some user interface. If you are working on backend or support or something, you can say about your user interface that I was working on that. So that was the thing. And also with the web development, the easiest part is you can just start writing code in a notepad, and it will be reflected. You can just see it in front of you. You don't need this big kind of setup for everything in web development. So these were the things that attracted me. I'm not advising you to fake your experience on some technology, or like whatever technology you are willing to switch. This is what I did. This is what I thought was right at that time, so I did it. If you want to do it, you can go for that. If you don't want to do it, if you don't find it ethical, then don't go for that. So friends, that's it about today. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Till then, like, share and subscribe the channel, and bye bye.